wait a second here for the slide. So this is going to be just a very high-level overview of what we're seeing in sort of the startups going after the underbanked or the unbanked in some cases. Again, we have a great panel lined up, so please ask your questions via the mobile app or hashtag #FutureFinTech. So, let's start with just a little bit of context. There's a quote from Alex Rampell, who's a partner at Andreessen Horowitz, mentioning, a bit of the opportunity. In emerging markets, there are often no credit bureaus or infrastructure. We talked a little bit about this on some of the previous panels, and sort of the opportunity there where there are no, $2 billion without a financial institutional account. You see the numbers here contrasted from 2011 to 2014. And why does this matter? If you look, for example, at sub-Saharan Africa, countries in sub-Saharan Africa are among the world's most dependent on remittances, and yet have the highest money transfer costs of any major region. So that's one example. As you see there, here you see just a quick quote from the World Bank recent report that they put out at the end of last year. Technology can spur account usage and transform the way domestic payments are made. Mobile technology has the potential to vastly expand financial inclusion. So let's take a look at just a few of the startup areas where we're seeing this opportunity bear out. And these are just a portion of the startups that are in the space. But you're seeing this across lending and credit access, payment and money transfer, financial management, education, as well as companies like B and One Financial Holdings who are doing more online mobile banking. So within lending and credit access, we're seeing companies like Branch recently raised a Series A that can rate sort of $2.50 to $500 credit lines in under a minute. We're seeing other companies in the space. These are just a few of them. We talked a little bit, going back to that, about payday loans and LendUp, which is doing some very interesting work there, and Google, which recently announced that they're going to be shutting down sort of payday loan ads on their site. But within financial management, just a couple startups there. We'll highlight Even as one, which is providing an income stability app. A very interesting company out in Oakland. And here are just a few of the companies there. So you're seeing this a small ecosystem of companies here in the U.S., who are in startups in the U.S. and abroad who are sort of seeing the underbanked as an opportunity to really change financial services. So some of the open questions that the panel will be touching on and that are out there, protecting the underbanked, how can regulators and startups ensure that financial inclusion doesn't give way to financial exploitation? You see some of the recent headlines there. And then what about venture economics? While financial inclusion is definitely a laudable social goal, societal goal, we'll hear a little bit from the venture investors on the panel about sort of venture-backed opportunities in the space and how they think about that.